All right, guys. I know it's been about a month or so since I posted, but I have been extremely busy. I've been moving stuff around in the garage. And what is that? Well, that is my race truck that I've been running for the last couple years. Why is it in the garage? Why do I have a 42 Mercury body? And let alone, where's the street stock? Well, the street stock is sitting right out there. Why is it sitting out here bare frame and chassis? Well, after doing a lot of digging around, you can see the rip frame there, all that crap, and looking around right there, and look at my door bars. Try and get you guys a good shot. No welds on the bottoms. So, in that big old cobble of mess. So after tearing it down, finding a bunch of crappy welds, let a couple other street stock guys came out and looked at it, determined that it was an unsafe car, and which was kind of the way I was leaning to. So I stripped the whole entire car down other than the rear end so I could actually move it around. It's now just going to get cut up and hauled off to the junkyard. So I'm not going to save it, and I am not going to sell it to anyone else. Because if I sell this car and somebody puts it back on the track and gets hurt, one, I could potentially become liable for it. And two, even if I wasn't liable for it, I'd still feel bad if they wrecked it and got hurt. I'm not going to do that to somebody else. So, not happening. I'm going to cut it up, use the barring for my derby car in there that you guys seen at the beginning of the video. I'll use the barring for that. I'll use it for, whatever other projects may come down the line. So, that's what's going on there. On it back in here. Derby car, 1988 Volvo 240. She's already been seen one round of demolition derbies. Wayne County Fair in Worcester, Ohio. I built this car last year for my sister. She's never been in a derby, so I built it for her. She did a pretty good job. I kind of messed up and did not change out the motor mounts and remove the neutral safety switch. So after a while, all that stuff, the motor mounts gave out, which then smashed the neutral safety switch and took her out of competition. So I've actually been working on some new motor mounts. Can't really see, but I got to get the motor slid back over and get them finished welded in. But those are going to be the new motor mounts. I should have had them in last year, but is what it is. I ran out of time and I really wanted to see this car run. So a few odd and end things that still need to be done to it. But anybody that derbies an 88 Volvo, please change out the motor mounts. Make them solid. All they are is two plates and a freaking hockey puck. That's your motor mounts. I think my sister hit... she lasted pretty good, but she only used the front end probably 5 times. Within 5 hits of using the front end, the motor mounts broke. They did what they were engineered to do. They did, what they were designed to do. They did their job, but it's what caused her to go out. She could have definitely made it to the feature had I been a better builder and done my job and changed out the motor mounts. So, but all that stuff's been taken care of. It will be taken care of again for this year. Look up Wayne County Fair in Worcester, Ohio for their demolition derby dates. That's where this is going to be going. So I'll probably be running it this year, more than likely. All right, so onwards to this. 1942 Mercury. Why is that sitting there? Well, I've decided to no longer run my race truck. I was trying to sell it over the winter time, but I've got other plans for it. So what I'm going to do is just the bone stock V6 4.0 motor. I mean, it's nothing special at all whatsoever. It's bone stock motor, bone stock transmission. That's what, this truck I race at Hilltop Speedway is in the mini truck class. It's got to be bone stock. It's a load of fun to run. So what I'm going to do, well, originally, this truck was me and my dad's truck. We bought it, together, we put all our money into it, we raced it, shared the seat time. He decided to start building a wedge body late model and run with the vintage guys, a vintage club, race car club around us, Vintage American Race Cars is the actual club name, or VARC. All over Indiana, Michigan, and Ohio, dirt tracks, asphalt. I think they got like 20 some races this year across those 3 states. So I've decided to be a part of it. I like the old school racing. I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the body completely off the car. Well, my bad, off the truck, to where it is just the rolling chassis and the frame type deal. I'm going to then take that body, put over that with slight modifications, and then I am going to also run with the vintage guys. So it's going to be a little bit of work. It's not the cleanest body. You can see some rust right there. The worst of it is actually inside. I mean, just look at that. I mean, the floor is just completely rotted. There's nothing left. But that's perfectly okay, because we are going to actually leave the floorboard and the firewall from the Ranger on the truck, and then we will just slide the body over top everything and then we'll just pretty much just weld the body to the floor, use angle iron, just like I said, chop up the street stock, use whatever barring I need off of that to make it work. So that is the project, on top of trying to get my Cub Cadet pulling tractor together. Well, I think it'll be actually at the end of the month. So I think I got about 2 weeks or so, maybe 2.5 weeks to get that ready. That's the stage it's in. That's the little motor, 7-horse motor that's going in it. Have no idea when it was last ran. My dad's had it for the last 2 years. My buddy had it a year before that, and neither one of them had it running. So, not sure if it even runs. But that's the motor that's going down in it. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I got a lot of projects. I don't think I'll be having any issues as far as that goes. But there it is. That's the project list for the year. We're going to get to it and start working. Racing season starting. Actually, it's going to be this Saturday. So I'm hoping to be able to go to either Wayne County Speedway or Hilltop Speedway this weekend. And if I do, I will definitely try and get some, a little bit of footage before it gets too dark, maybe of hot laps or something, and post on here. So, all right, guys, have a good one.